contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds, CM Punk. The opponent, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
There's a storm in the distance, you better take cover now. Coming too fast, hang up and call your mother now. Dark clouds and ominous masks. You pray it might pass, but no, it's gonna last. And the ground is on fire, and the light you know is about to expire. No time for breath, but a good time for running. Never look back, 'cause hell is coming down. There's hell in the sky, and all you sinners will die. It's gonna blow you away. It's gonna be judgment day. You know that fear will be rising, and you know that.
Welcome to a sold-out show from the Great White North. Tonight, SmackDown comes to you from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, parlez-vous français, Michael?
Better stick to your version of English, partner. No matter what language you speak, the actions of the SmackDown superstars will speak much louder than words.
I know the internet loves CM Punk. The kid is overrated.
I don't know about that. It's hard to argue with tens of thousands of screaming WWE fans.
Who's arguing? I'm right, they're wrong. End of discussion.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? I can't think of the last time I saw a superstar with the speed and raw power of this man, Bobby Lashley.
Lashley's a powerhouse, no doubt about it. But he lacks experience, and experience is what makes all the difference.
He got some pretty good experience when he beat you for the United States Championship, didn't he?
It's a little below the belt, isn't it? Let's talk about all of your championship reigns. This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side could be a huge psychological boost.
I love hearing a crowd come alive, even if I disagree with what. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, it's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
And there's the counter.
3,
Nice reversal.
4.
Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit showing off and get down to business?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he? And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
You can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. When I first, man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
I can honestly say that I don't think I've ever seen a superstar as exciting and dynamic as CM Punk.
Come on. He's nothing but a tattooed moron with delusions of grandeur.
That might be your opinion, but I think the vast majority of these fans would disagree.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. He could pin his opponent right here.
2,
No
3.
superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans.
You're right about that.
Here's your winner,